opponent.
Today's date will be etched in the memories of boxing fans forever. The stage was set in the heart of New York City, Times Square, where Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero faced off in a highly anticipated welterweight bout. The crowd was electric, and the fighters did not disappoint. Ryan Garcia's ring walk was a spectacle to behold. Accompanied by his team, Garcia entered the ring to some very epic sounds. Dressed in black and gold attire, Garcia exuded confidence and charisma. He danced around the ring, getting the crowd pumped up and ready for the fight. Rolly Romero's ring wall was no less impressive. Romero entered the ring to the sounds of Lose Yourself by Eminem. Clad in his red and black gear, Romero looked fierce and determined. He shadowboxed in the corner, psyching himself up for the battle ahead.
146.8 pounds for Garcia. Romero versus Garcia, the third of the triple hitter fights. Fatal Fury at Times Square, New York.
The bell rang, and both fighters came out swinging. Garcia, known for his lightning-quick reflexes and razor-sharp punching, looked focused and determined. Romero, on the other hand, seemed eager to prove himself as a formidable opponent. The two fighters danced around the ring, feeling each other out in the early stages of the fight. Garcia landed a few good jabs, but Romero's aggression kept him on his toes. As the round progressed, Romero began to gain momentum, landing several good shots and pushing Garcia back. Garcia's defense was solid, but Romero's relentless pressure began to pay off.
World champion Rolly Romero, this is going to be your first fight at 147, and when I was in camp with you in Las Vegas, you said this jump in weight should have come a long time ago. How are you feeling?
Not so hungry this time.
And then again, this is going to be your second marquee fight. You fought Gervonta Davis.
Garcia's corner was urging him to stay calm and pick his moments, but Romero's aggression was starting to take its toll. The crowd was on the edge of their seats, sensing a potential war. Despite Romero's surge, Garcia managed to land a few good shots of his own, including a precise left hook that sent Romero stumbling back. The round ended with both fighters giving it their all, each looking to gain an early advantage. As the fighters returned to their corners, it was clear that this was going to be a fight for the ages. The second round saw Romero come out even more aggressively, looking to build on the momentum he gained in the first round.
You fought Gervonta Davis also in New York a few years ago. Now you're going to be fighting in Times Square. What are you envisioning?
A knockout, a vicious knockout. See, I knock him out. Long overdue.
It seems like it's been a pretty heated battle between you and Ryan, the face-offs, the trash talk. Is it personal?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. It hasn't been heated. I think it's been pretty professional.
All right, so we're going to see the knockout tomorrow night. Is that right?
Garcia, however, was not intimidated, and he used his quick footwork to evade Romero's attacks. Garcia landed a few good jabs, but Romero's relentless pressure kept him on his toes. As the round progressed, Romero began to land more and more shots, and Garcia's corner was urging him to stay calm and pick his moments. Garcia's defense was solid, but Romero's aggression was starting to take its toll. The crowd was cheering on Romero, sensing that he might be gaining the upper hand. The round ended with both fighters giving it their all, each looking to gain an advantage.
New York, USA, a great night of boxing. It's all available on pay-per-view on DAZN.com. There they are, Romero versus Garcia.
The third round saw Garcia regain control of the fight, landing several precise jabs and straight shots. Romero was starting to tire, and Garcia's confidence grew with each passing minute. Garcia's footwork and hand speed were on full display, and Romero was struggling to keep up. As the round progressed, Garcia began to land more and more shots, and Romero's corner was urging him to be more aggressive. Garcia's precision and power were starting to take their toll, and Romero was looking increasingly frustrated. The crowd was on their feet cheering on Garcia's impressive performance. Despite Romero's struggles, he managed to land a few good shots of his own, including a solid combination that sent Garcia stumbling back.
Is that right?
Of course.
All right, Rolly Romero, tomorrow night in Times Square. Thank you. All right. I think a lot of people are here to see you, of course. Ryan Garcia.
However, Garcia's defense was solid, and he quickly regained his composure. The round ended with Garcia looking confident and in control. The fourth round saw Romero come out aggressively, looking to regain the momentum he lost in the previous round. Garcia, however, was not intimidated, and he used his quick footwork to evade Romero's attacks. Garcia landed a few good jabs, and his corner was urging him to stay calm and pick his moments. Romero's aggression was starting to wear him down, and Garcia's precision was taking its toll. As the round progressed, Garcia began to land more and more shots, and Romero's corner was urging him to be more aggressive.
Garcia, the third of our 3 main event fights in Fatal Fury. Times Square, New York City, New York.
Garcia's power shots were starting to connect, and Romero was looking increasingly frustrated. The crowd was cheering on Garcia's impressive performance. Despite Romero's struggles, he managed to land a few good shots of his own, including a solid uppercut that sent Garcia's head back. However, Garcia's defense was solid, and he quickly regained his composure. The round ended with Garcia looking confident and in control. In the end, Garcia's precision and power earned him the round, and he was looking dominant going into the next round. The fifth round saw Garcia continue to dominate, landing several good shots and controlling the pace of the fight. Romero was starting to get frustrated, and Garcia's confidence grew with each passing minute. Garcia's footwork and hand speed were on full display, and Romero was struggling to keep up. As the round progressed, Garcia began to land more and more shots, and Romero's corner was urging him to be more aggressive. With Rolly Romero looking worn out, Ryan Garcia found enough openings to exploit. He kept throwing combinations to the delight of the cheering crowd, who were loving every bit of the firefest. Ryan Garcia's speed and power contributed to his victory in the round, as he was seeking the perfect moment to end the fight. Ryan Garcia came out in the 6th and final round, swinging with so much speed and intensity as he looked to end the fight in a knockout, just as many professionals had predicted. Romero, on the other hand, had similar desperation to see the fight end quick. Interestingly, Garcia was ready for whatever he was going to bring. He landed a devastating combination that ended with a left hook and sent Romero crashing to the canvas. Romero struggled to get up, but the referee was forced to stop the fight, awarding Garcia the win by 6th round knockout. The crowd erupted in cheers as Garcia celebrated his dominating performance. Romero, despite his loss, earned respect for his toughness and determination. Garcia's knockout win set him as a huge favorite ahead of his rematch with Devin Haney, who also defeated Jose Ramirez. After the fight, Ryan Garcia grabbed the microphone and addressed the ecstatic audience.
Career high, 147 pounds. We know how big you are. How much better are you feeling right now?
Much better. You know, this is the weight class I belong in. This is the one I feel the most comfortable, so excited to start my journey at 147.
And this is going to be your first fight in a year. You had the layoff. Was that layoff good for you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, but inactivity is the worst thing you have in your career, but at the end of the day, you know.
I'm thrilled with the win. I knew Rolly was a tough opponent, but I was confident in my abilities. My team did an excellent job preparing me for this fight, and I'm grateful for their support. I executed my game plan perfectly, and it paid off tonight. When asked about what went on in his mind just before the knockout punch, he said, "I saw an opening and I took it. I've been working on my power shots and it paid off tonight. I wanted to finish the fight with a knockout, and I'm glad I could do that. It was a great combination, and I'm proud of my performance." Ryan Garcia then moved on to the Haneys, showing them that he's ready for the rematch. And just like he defeated Rolly Romero cleanly, he would do the same to Devin Haney.
A lot of boxers go through it. I've been through it many times before, so I'm going to show out come Friday night.
Yeah, at yesterday's press conference, we saw you and Bill Haney get into it. And when I was with you in camp in La Jolla, you told me it's not personal between you and Devin, but it is between you and Bill. Why?
I mean, I'm not going to give too much energy into that. You know, he likes to talk a lot about.
I know Bill Haney and Devin Haney are seeing this. I'm always clean, and I'll beat Devin and knock out his head just like this. It'll be bloody for those fools. Ryan Garcia was dominant in the punch stats, landing 114 punches out of 265, thrown for a 43% accuracy rate. Rolly Romero, on the other hand, landed 76 punches out of 245, thrown for a 31% accuracy rate. Garcia's precision and power were on full display as he outlanded Romero in every round after the first. In terms of power shots, Garcia was particularly effective, landing 35 power punches out of 66, thrown for a 53% accuracy rate.
At the end of the day, you know, I got to focus on Rolly's tomorrow because without winning that, we can't have that rematch. So I got to stay focused on Rolly's. He's a power puncher, so I got to watch every step.
Times Square, New York, you're going to be right in the center of the universe. Ryan Garcia, one of the biggest stars in all of boxing. How excited are you?
I'm super excited. I'm just blessed with this opportunity. I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, over everything. And, you know, we're ready to...
Romero landed 23 power punches out of 66 thrown for a 35% accuracy rate. Garcia's ability to land precise power shots was a key factor in his knockout win. The jab numbers also favored Garcia, who landed 79 jabs out of 199, thrown for a 40% accuracy rate. Romero landed 53 jabs out of 179, thrown for a 30% accuracy rate. Garcia's jab was a key weapon in his arsenal, allowing him to control the pace of the fight and set up his power shots. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.